Hello there. Thanks so much for joining me today. My name is Stephanie and I will be your yoga teacher for today. Today's flow is going to be all about the 8-angle pose. So everything that we're going to do is going to get us warmed up to be able to hopefully successfully play with the 8-angle pose. We're going to start this flow in child's pose. So go ahead, meet me on your mat in your most beautiful expression, child's pose. This can be extended child's pose or regular child's pose, whichever feels better for you. I'm going to take regular child's pose, bringing my toes and my knees together, sit back on my heels, and then walk the hands forward, bringing my belly down to my thighs. And last but not least, my forehead comes to the mat. Once you get here, go ahead and bring your awareness to the present moment. Maybe setting an intention here. Speaking kind, loving thoughts to yourself. Observing that inner dialogue and redirecting if necessary. Otherwise, I challenge you to observe those thoughts that bubble up and then just watch them float on out if we don't get lost in them. If your thoughts are really racy, you can bring that awareness to the breath, focusing on the inhales and the exhales. Feeling that belly push against those thighs on the inhales and feeling it back off with the exhale. We're going to allow our next inhale to rise us up into our all fours. We're going to arc that belly and look forward and then send those hips back. Now we're going to come up through a rounded spine, kind of like cat. So roll up into all fours in the rounded position. And now we're going to arc that spine and look forward and send those hips back. Let's do this a few more times. Inhaling, rounding through that spine. And exhaling, arcing through that spine, sending the hips back. Inhale up. And exhale, we go back. Let's do this together one more time. Inhale up. And arc that spine, look forward and go back. Beautiful. Roll forward. Tuck those toes. Go ahead and power up to our first plank here. Pushing hard through those shoulders. Maybe taking that gaze forward. Making sure those glutes are engaged. And we're going to step the right foot up and then the left coming in for our standing forward fold here. Once you get here, you can grab opposite elbows, hang like a little rag doll, maybe swaying left or right. You could also interlace your hands behind your back and then allow those hands to drop down, stretching through the shoulders here if that feels good for you. Little heart opener. Loving thoughts. Nice bend in those knees, trying to get the thighs to the belly or the belly to the thighs. On our next inhale, we're going to come up halfway lift. Nice long spine. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, we'll root to rise. We're going to send those arms all the way up overhead. Interlace them. Maybe take our Kali Mudra, pointer fingers pointed up, little Charlie's Angels. Engage those glutes, slight back bend, and we fold. Plant the hands, step the right foot back, followed by the left. Plank. Lower down the knees, and then the chest and the chin. Let's pause here for just a second. Feel into that spine, and roll forward. Cobra. Push back, downward facing dog. Hop, step, jump, or walk to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, we're coming up to standing. Head and neck come last. Tadasana. Beautiful. Go ahead and put those arms up overhead. Sit back in your chair. Coming in for our chair position here. Breathing. And exhale, fold. Plant the hands, step the left foot back. Allow yourself to rise up, high lunge. Breathe. Smile. Exhale, plant your hands, frame that foot, step it back to plank. Go ahead and step that left foot forward and allow yourself to inhale. On your next inhale, allow yourself to rise up, arms overhead. Inhale. And exhale, we frame that foot, step it back, plank. Let's go ahead and take a chaturanga dandasana. So go ahead and take that gaze forward. Shift your weight, lower down, push up, upward facing dog. Everybody meets me back, downward dog. Beautiful. First down dog of the day. So go ahead, give yourself a nice little pedal through the feet. Alternating, getting some nice hamstring and calf stretches here. We're going to take both of the heels and point them towards the right. Nice left side body stretch here. If it feels nice, you can take that left hand up to the fingertips or maybe hovering right above the mat. Nice left side body stretch. And the other side, pivoting those heels over towards the left. Same thing, maybe coming up on those right fingertips or completely hovering to deepen that stretch. And release that right hand. Come back to center. Beautiful. Let's roll forward into plank. Look forward. Let's take a chaturanga. Push. Lower down. Up dog. Meet me back. Downward facing dog. Breathe. Inhale. Right leg up. 3-leg dog. Bring it through in between the hands. Pivot on that back foot. And we're going to rise up into a warrior 2 here. Arms are parallel to the mat. You can see that front big toe. Our pelvis has kind of got this tilt to the front of our mat. We're not facing it forwards. And it's neutral, right? So today we're going to think of our pelvis as a fishbowl, right? And if we tilt it too far forward, water's going to fall out. We tilt it too far back, water's going to fall out. We want a nice neutral pelvis. Okay? Gaze is forward, but most of our body is pointed towards the side of the mat. Breathe. Coming down for our extended side angle. So this right hand's coming beside this right foot. Left hand sweeps up towards the ceiling. Gaze follows that left hand. Really feeling into that right thigh. How does that compression feel right here? Beautiful. Bring this left hand down, framing this foot and stepping back. Downward dog. Let's vinyasa. Roll forward, plank, look forward. Lower down, chaturanga, push up, upward dog, meet me back, down dog. Once you get here, inhale, left leg up. 3-leg dog. Roll forward, step it in between the hands, pivot on that back foot, and rise up into our warrior 2 on this side. Same things on this side. Checking those arms, making sure they're parallel to the mat. Seeing that front big toe. And the pelvis is neutral. Spine is long. Crown of the head is reaching up towards the sky. Beautiful warrior 2. Coming in for this extended side angle. So this left hand's coming beside this left foot. Right hand sweeps up towards the sky and the gaze follows that right hand. Once again, feeling this compression on the side. How does this feel? Inhale. And exhale, we'll frame this foot. Step back, down dog. Inhale, roll forward. Exhale, chaturanga, push up, up dog. Meet me back, downward facing dog. Very nice. Go ahead and take some inhales and some exhales here. Just allowing yourself a chance to catch your breath. On our next inhale, that right leg's going to sweep up. 3-leg dog. Roll forward. Maybe kiss that knee this time before planting it in between the hands. Pivot on that back foot and allow your inhale to rise you up. Warrior 2 again. Beautiful. I'm going to allow you to get some muscle memory here. So each time we're just going to add something. So let's go ahead. Arms are parallel. You can see that front big toe. Pelvis neutral. Spine lengthened. Crown of the head actively reaching towards that ceiling. Extended side angle. This right hand's coming beside that right foot. Left hand sweeps up. Gaze follows that left hand. Recognizing that compression. We're going to add flying splits to this session. So bringing this left hand down. We're just playing, okay? Bringing the left hand down. Pivoting on that back foot. This right arm is going to go up under this right leg. Right leg's going to come up, point it, come down. So you're using this left elbow as a shelf and maybe picking up that back leg. And then we're going to bring that back leg back into our plank or chaturanga. Push up. Upward dog. Everybody meets back. Downward dog. We're just playing with that, okay? If you didn't do it, it's okay. I am going to have us come into flying splits from another way, but let's go ahead and do vinyasa. So roll forward, look forward, lower down plank, push up, chaturanga, meet back, downward dog. Beautiful. Take you a few inhales and exhales here before we move on to the other side. Inhale, left leg up, 3-leg dog. Roll forward, give that knee a kiss, step it in between the hands, pivot on that back foot, and allow an inhale to rise you up. Warrior 2. Checking out this alignment. Arms are parallel. You can see that front big toe. Pelvis is neutral. Spine is lengthened. Crown of the head actively reaching towards the ceiling. Beautiful warrior 2s. Inhale and exhale this left hand beside that left foot. Right hand sweeps up. Gaze follows that right hand. Once again, noticing this compression here. You can kind of see why I'm pointing that out at this point. eight angle pose is kind of a compressed pose and it's harder. Okay, so we're going to try it on this side. Bring that right hand down, pivot on that back foot. This arm, this left arm, is going to go under. Okay. We have a shelf, sort of like crow pose, that we are holding up our body on and sending the legs into flying splits. Okay. And then we just swing this left leg back. And we're in chaturanga. Push up. Up dog. Meet me back. Downward facing dog. You're a rock star. Go ahead and pedal through the feet a few times. Or find stillness if you'd rather. We're getting nice and warm now. So this time we're going to try to come in for the flying splits. The flying splits first. So we're going to go three-leg dog, bring it up, flying splits, jump back, chaturanga. Okay, I'm going to try the other side. Inhale that right leg up, three-leg dog. All right, roll forward, bringing this knee, right knee, onto this right elbow. Create the shelf, point the right toe, and then send the back toes up. And they're gonna kick it back around, chaturanga. Up dog, hair all in my mouth. Down dog. Very nice. We're going to do that on the other side in just a second. Just give yourself some inhales and exhales. Get this hair out of my mouth. Okay. Beautiful. So, we're going to do the exact same thing. So, this is fun, okay? This is not easy. I don't think I ever said easy, but it's challenging. Roll forward. No. Let's stay. Inhale, left leg up, three-leg dog. All right, roll it forward. Bringing that left knee onto this left elbow. Creating that shelf. Straightening the left knee. Her left leg. Back leg flying. And then snap it back and push up. Up dog. Meet me back in a downward dog. If child's pose is where you'd like to be, please be my guest. Inhaling and exhaling fully. One more deep inhale and exhale. Inhale, right leg up, three-leg dog. Go ahead and roll it forward. Step it in between the hands. And we're just going to be in our runner's lunge here. So, just feeling into these hips. Getting a little bit of opening through that psoas, through them hip flexors, all in this right hip. Feeling this compressed feeling here. Except we're compressing, we're stretching, versus compressing and then trying to use the muscle compressed. We're going to straighten this right leg, coming in for our triangle pose, Trikonasana. You can have your hands on blocks, or they can be interlaced behind your back. Just finding what feels good for you here. Squaring off those hips. Breathing. Beautiful. Maybe coming up on those fingertips. And then we're going to step this right foot back. Downward dog. And let's vinyasa. Plank. Chaturanga Dandasana. Up dog. down dog. Inhale, left leg up, 3-leg dog. And then plant it in between the hands. Leaving the hands down here. Feeling into this runner's lunge. Feeling into the hip flexors. All in this left hip. Once again, noticing the compression on this side. What's it feel like? How does it feel differently? And straighten that left leg, coming in for our Trikonasana, our triangle pose on this side. Nice long spine, squaring those hips off. Exhale. Inhale. Fingertips and step back. Exhale. Beautiful. We're in down dog. Roll forward plank. Look forward. Lower down chaturanga. Push up. Upward dog. Meet me back. Downward facing dog. Let's go ahead and step that right foot forward. Pivot both feet towards the front of the mat. And here we are in our wide leg standing fold. So our first forward fold of the day, I want you to do whatever you did there. So if you just did ragdoll, just want you to ragdoll it out here. If you did interlace your hands behind your back, I'm going to challenge you to do that here too. Allow that shoulder stretch to get in there. And breathe. Inhaling and exhaling. Really feeling the stretch that's happening through those hamstrings. Maybe the legs are shaking. Allowing them to shake. If you have that bond with your hands, you can go ahead and release it. Heel toe in till we're coming in for our yogi squat. So dropping the hips down. Hands at heart center. Using the elbows to push open the knees. Take a few deep breaths here. Feeling into these hips. Oh yes, should feel so nice. And we are going to sit back onto our booties. And we're going to play here on the ground, okay? So I want y'all to have fun. As a yogi, we do not take ourselves so seriously, right? It's a journey and we're here to play and enjoy ourselves. So we're going to get the right foot into our hand, our right hand. Now this leg, left leg, can be in a couple of different positions. We can have it just like this. You can bring it around like this or like this. We're just finding whatever feels good for you. All we're doing is pulling this leg back, okay? So it's almost like a happy baby, except I want you to really think of like shooting a bow and arrow. Okay, so we're here and we're gonna pull that bow back as far back as we can, press that thing back there, feeling this in this hip, seeing how far. Can you get it to that outer arm? How does that feel? This is a prep for a lot of poses. So we're just playing here, seeing how far back we can get this foot, bringing it forward, loosening it up, pulling it back, just like a bow and arrow. Pretty sure this is called like archer pose. Kind of makes sense because we're like archers, except the bow and arrow is our legs in our hands. One more, straighten and pull back. Just however you get there, however you get that outer hip lit up is what we're going for. And release. Whew. And we're going to do it with the other side. So, however you had this left leg, do that with this leg. Like I said, it can be here, you can do here, or here. Those are the most common. Either way, and grabbing this left foot and pulling back. Noticing how much further you get the third time versus this first time. Normally, I cannot get it to hook. Well, I got it that time on the first try. No, we are not doing this. Back forward. We're just prepping the hips. Okay, and this is just one of those that I picked today. Just really pulling it back. A good stretch would probably be to straighten that right leg. Okay, one more time. This should feel really nice on that outer hip. It's definitely weird. It's definitely a pull. But this is a fun pose. This is something that we could play and really have some fun with. Okay. Release. Coming in for Padimottanasana. Go ahead and send those legs out long. Nice little bend in the knees. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, we fold. Trying to bring this belly to the thighs. Taking that gaze forward. Keeping that spine nice and long. Maybe trying to straighten the legs, seeing what that feels like here. Maybe giving these little toesies a massage. Little feet a massage. Showing yourself some love here. Very nice. On an inhale, we'll rise up. Go ahead and pull that right leg up. We're going to hug it with our left hand. Send this right hand up and overhead. Nice little twist. And we're still compressing this right leg to the belly. If you hadn't noticed, breathe. Release, maybe take a little counter twist here. And send the right leg out. Pull that left leg up. Go ahead and hug that left knee with your right hand. Left hand up and over the rainbow. Beautiful twist, really feeling that. And this left thigh where this compression is happening. Should feel nice. You should feel it. Really hugging that leg in. We're coming back around. All right. Go ahead and just tap out those legs because we're about to play with our 8-angle pose. So I've done this on the channel a couple times, but the best way that I personally know to get into 8-angle is by backpacking this leg, interlocking the feet, and then sending them out. I'm going to demonstrate one, and we're going to play together. Bringing this leg up over this right leg, okay, over this right. So here we are, compass, and then we bring this leg down, okay. This hand is planted because we're going to be on this hand. And then we're going to take this left leg and we're going to kind of wrap these feet, right? So this way works, but the left leg over the right is going to feel much better. Here we are. All right, this is our 8-angle pose, and we're going to come forward. We're going to hang this right leg off of the right arm. Left leg is straightening. Breathing. No holding or clenching here. Grabbing the mat with the hands is going to be helpful. Okay, so let's play together with this. Once again, walking through. Backpacking this leg as much as we can get it. Bringing this left leg on top. Wrapping them. Bringing our hands down and rolling forward. Beautiful. And sitting back. We're going to try 3 times. So I'm going to do it one more time. This is the archer pose, right? So backpacking this leg as high as we can get it. Beautiful. And here we are. Little 8-angle action. Okay, and point something out. You're noticing when you're doing this, leg cramps, right? This is that compression that I was talking about. When we have it here, the muscles compressed, but yet we're still trying to fire it up. So just like press the handstands, same situation. It's a compression that you're having to engage. Our muscles don't necessarily like to be engaged while compressed. So we have to teach them this. Other side. It's the same thing, okay? It's just the other side. So don't be intimidated. You had fun playing with that other side, falling all over your mat. Let's do it again. Backpacking this left foot over this left arm. Taking the right foot on top. Twisting them, wrapping them, however you want to get them to stay together. And then here we go. Rolling forward. And then straightening that right leg. Breathing still. You're not holding or clenching. You hold and clench, you're going to have belly cramps too. We got to breathe. So we're just playing. We're just having fun, okay? Finding the hand position that serves you best. Normally they're going to be a little wider than hip distance apart. Once you get done playing, go ahead and windshield wiper those legs. And this should feel really nice. So make this exaggerant too, like really push that hip forward. Really allow that openness and stretchiness to come back into those hips. After all that compression, this should feel really nice. I always love doing this anyways, but it always feels really good after some compression. All right, rock and roll time if you're into it with me. Otherwise, we're coming in for recline twist, so I'm just rocking and rolling, massaging out that spine, being playful because that's what we're here to do. And then I'm coming down, hugging those knees in. I'm going to take my arms into a T here and drop them over towards the right. Gaze goes towards the left. Maybe taking this right hand on this left knee and breathing. You did such good work. It's time to thank your body for the wonderful job that it has done for you. Allowing you to come here and be playful and mindful. Creating healthy habits. Inhale. And exhale back to center, hugging those knees in. Arms in a T. And send them over towards the left. Gaze goes towards the right. Maybe taking that left hand on that right knee. Breathing. This should feel really nice. Both shoulders are on the mat. Feeling that inhale all in that abdomen. Giving us a nice little digestive massage. Inhale, then exhale back to center. I'm going to bring my feet to touch, sending my legs into a cobbler position while I take shavasana here. Tucking those shoulder blades, palms face up. Really allow yourself to absorb all that positive, wonderful energy we worked up. This may seem like such a small part of yoga. Man, this is one of the most important parts. Stilling the mind and the body. Surrendering. Dropping the to-do list and only thinking about ourselves. Gently begin to bring some awareness back to the body, wiggling the hands, the wrists, sending the legs out long, maybe taking a full body stretch here. I'm going to roll over onto one side into fetal position before pushing up into a seat. Thank you so much for joining me for this fun, playful 8-angle pose. I hope that you had fun. I hope you enjoyed yourself. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. I look forward to seeing you back on the mat tomorrow. Namaste.